first, I think there are differences, but since my church here in the States are mostly first generation members, first generation Filipino members, they still they still brought their Filipino culture.
Yeah.
Very fresh, even though they've been here for 20 years, 15 years. Still very fresh from the Philippines. Very the same in essence. They have adjusted in the States, but their engraved nature is still very Filipino. Pastoring a Filipino church in Philippines, it's challenging as well. First, of course, resources in the Philippines are very limited. It's not easy to decide on things when it comes to budget and a lot of matters. Everyone is exposed in the idea of Christianity, right? We're very Catholic in the Philippines, so if you're going to ask them, do you know Jesus Christ? They know Jesus Christ. You want to follow Jesus Christ? I want to follow Jesus Christ. They all know who Jesus is, but you need to be more specific when it comes to being a disciple of Christ and to really commit yourself fully, depending to God. While here in the States, it is also the same. They know Jesus Christ. They know who Jesus is. They recognize that God has put them here in the States, but there's this overwhelming presence of resources.
Yeah.
Since there's a lack of resources, when I say resources, it's like finances, everything. It includes everything, like education, finances, and all the necessary access to study. While here, very overwhelming. You can get free food, you can get free education, those kind of things, free medical insurance. It's up to you. It's just you. If you're still lazy, there's something wrong with you. There's no reason for you to don't eat 3 meals a day in the States. Everything here is doable. So because of that overwhelming resources, they're also being complacent in a sense. That's how I things. Because they recognize that finally I came here. I have nothing before the Philippines. Now I have here some things. It's not the same as like Apostle Paul when he both experienced having nothing and having something. His commitment and zeal to God is the same, while here it's quite different.
So you think they're more complacent in their spiritual lives?
I'm not generalizing, and I'm not nailing it. It is, but what I can sense is when it comes to ministry, like churches in the Philippines, even though you don't have full staff, they would volunteer wholeheartedly.
Fire, kind of.
Yeah, you don't need to pay them. You just need to feed them. Just provide lunch, and they'll commit 24/7.
Right.
Yeah, but here I think there's this idea that even churches, you need to have like personal staff. If that's your staff, that's no longer my that's beyond my jurisdiction as a worker. So if I needed to do something and it needed to be paid hourly or maybe additional volunteer, you need to things here are like always about appointment, right? So you need to do appointment before
Ahead of time.
Oh, okay. So it's more structured, I guess.
Yeah. Unlike in the Philippines, you can be spontaneous. Like, okay, who's available? Okay, I'll grab you. Okay, let's do this stuff. But here you need to be like 1 month
Ahead of time.
or 2 weeks at least.
Right.
Yeah.
we find that I actually here in Houston, where we're doing church planting, we find the same struggle, especially because a lot of our congregation are nurses, over 90%, and so you can't just say, "Oh, this Saturday we're doing this," because they all have to talk to their managers. They all have to schedule a day off, and they all have to make sure that they're available. So I can see that.
Are there a lot of nurses in New Jersey?
Oh yeah. I think this the healthcare capital, right? New Jersey. We're very near in New York. From New York, so New York is like
okay.
10 minutes away from us. Hospitals are here. So those who don't want to pay a lot in New York, they would go to New Jersey. So there's a lot of nurses in our church. Yeah, more than 80% are also nurses or healthcare workers.
Mm-hmm.